47 and counting. And Lord willing, many more. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Inconspicuous Thoughts, and I am, say it with me, the unapologetic, notorious Ace Mob. And it's just me again, 47 and counting. Let's just put the theatricals together. It's my birthday. Yes, 47 glorious years. I am still here. And whatever I put in post editing. Today's my birthday. I'm literally recording this today. The day that is uploaded, my birthday. I am 47 years old, and I'm truly humble and blessed with everything that's around me. That's one thing I can say. I'm a truly rich man. My lovely wife, my children, my grandchildren, my brother and sisters. I got extended family. My mom's still here. My dad looking down, as well as my third oldest looking down on us. But I'm truly humble and blessed. I just wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit. I'm a humble individual, and I wanted to share this with the world. 47 and counting. What does that mean to me? 47 and counting. It's simple. It's mean he's not done with me yet, and I'm still here. So there's still a plan that he has for me. I have to find what that plan is, but or continue to work and thrive for it. But to say that I'm still here, 47 years old is amazing. You know, I look back on a lot of things and I go, boy, there were times where I didn't. It was a little dicey, especially in Chicago. Chicago definitely was rough for a young adolescent, but I'm still here. I'm an individual that's spending time with my family and friends. I'm still wrestling. That's another thing. My old ass is still wrestling. I'm out there. Old wisdom Gandalf without the length in the beard. But I'm truly humble about it. Just to think about all the things that I've done and continue to accomplish. But one thing I wish I did when I was younger that I do now, I wish I had more confidence. I didn't have confidence in myself. I just feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to fail. So, and I'm terrible at asking for help. I am so terrible at asking for help. I just feel like I could do it myself. And I think that's what really hurts a lot of us, especially men. It hurts us a lot to where instead of just asking for help, we just feel we could do it ourselves. And long story short, no, we should ask for help. I just felt like I wasn't really going to ever be as good as, someone like my dad. But I'll get more and talk about my dad, later on. But life as it is now, when I look at life as it is now for me, I'm still facing challenges. The challenges is just life itself. Everybody's got to wake up in the morning, and whether you like it or not, you got to pay your bills. That's the life we live as adults. And you always question, are you ever going to be better than your current situation? And financially is what I'm talking about. To me, it's one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to do, content creation to grow a financial freedom, to where as I get older, me and my wife, we can see the world. She wants to go overseas and see a lot of the Greek mythology stuff. So I give her kudos to that because she actually did it in school. But me, I always wanted to go to Japan, because I'm a wrestler. I always had this dream of wrestling over there. I love the Japanese audience, and I'm looking at how they interact with the wrestlers, the gaijins. If I went there, it would be a gaijin, means foreign worker, but or wrestler. But to go over there and live my dream of wrestling there would be phenomenal. It don't even matter about the arena. It's really all about just the whole aesthetic of me, the unapologetic, notorious one there wrestling. It would be phenomenal. It would be fun. But life as it is now, I'm a husband, I'm a brother, I'm a son, I'm a nephew, I'm a cousin. Most importantly, I'm a father, and then of course, I'm a grandfather. Now being it's weird. It's weird. When you think when you're young, you never really think that far. Some people do. But for me to spend time with my grandchildren, it's that elixir, you know. Put it in there, let me drink it. It's that youth serum, as we would say. But definitely love that. But the thing that does hurt about getting older, and it's the loss of loved ones. Here I am. I'm 47 years old, and of course, I'm replying to people on social media, mainly Facebook, who's wishing me happy birthday. But there's people that's not able to wish me happy birthday anymore. And one of those people is my father. I think about my dad would call, "Hey, Pooh." I can hear his voice in my head, wishing me happy birthday. You know, he's not here. Cousins, uncles, friends, just so much loss. You know, at a younger age, we lost our third oldest, and I often think about what would it be like if she was here now. You know, I think about my daughter who's with us now. In high school. I don't get the frustration conversation of, oh, the boy got on my nerve. Or depends on whatever her sexual preference is. I'm a supportive parent. I am not against none of that. You know, or her first kiss. Graduating. My niece. I'm not gonna say names. My niece, is pretty much the same age as her. Now she's a mother. Two beautiful children, and I think about that for my daughter. What if she was here now? Hopefully I wouldn't make her mad. I have done that with my daughter, so God bless them. They deal with me with my diva attitude sometimes, but uh, definitely looking on down on me now. I hope I've done enough in my life to see you again. Um, there's a lot I would do different from that night that you left us. Definitely, I would have held you and hopefully would have been there to know if anything went wrong. But I love you, and to my father, I love you too. Um, you're my superhero. You were a strength beyond words. I was never afraid around my dad. I knew I'm never afraid around any of my family because I hope they know when I'm next to them and I'm with them, I feel safe that we will do anything to make each other safe. Um, my dad, let me tell you, when I was next to my dad, he was Iron Man. He was the Incredible Hulk. He was Superman. He was all those things that you like as a kid. That was my dad. I knew no matter what, he would protect me. And even though I was an adult, I always knew I can hug my dad and feel like that young kid in Savannah, Georgia, that my dad arms was the safest place on earth. So I love you. I love all my relatives, my godmother, my cousins who just had her birthday the other day. I mean, there's so much loss that I wish was still here now. But as I get older, I know it will be me someday for someone, and I will no longer be here. But I hope while I'm here, they know I'm willing to do anything for them. So let's get from the bad side of it, the darker side of it. But what would I tell or say to my younger self? That's easy. Be confident in yourself. Stay focused. Find something and really stick to it. I had so many things I wanted to do. I love playing basketball. I was good at basketball. I'm not saying I was great, but I was good at basketball. But I'm 5'6", so I'm a short some bitch. So I mean I know Spud Webbs, Muggsy Bogues and guys like that in the NBA made it, but I just knew I wasn't gonna make it because I was like, I want to be the big old dunker. Really? Really? 5'6", okay. But wrestling was the other thing. I used to draw when I was young, but I abandoned it. I have no clue. Now I can write a mean stick ninja. Just a stick, got some legs, got an arm, here's a head, put some eyes on it, and a smile. That's that. Look at that art. I would tell myself definitely find something. Uh, talk to like a community leader. I wish I went more into the political side. I look at the landscape of the world now, and politics is really the thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of us black kids in the The hoods used to think, let's put a ball in a hoop. Let's catch a ball or tackle somebody, and our money will change the world. No, no, it's politics. Politicians change the world. But I would tell my younger self, no matter what, believe in yourself, stay focused, and most importantly, ask for help. I wish I did more of that when I was younger. Ask for help because it definitely would have got me a lot farther. Now, asking for help, I'm a little better. I'm a little better. I'm not great, but I'm a whole lot better than I was when I was younger. But be confident, tighten up that chin strap, and ready to face the world. You can do it, young man. That's what I would say to my young self, and that's what I would say to anyone sitting down watching this video. Believe in yourself because, above all else, sometimes that's all you need. But at the same time, surround yourself with great people like I've done. I have no yes men around me. Never have, never will. I want people to tell me, ooh, I don't think that's a good idea. Because it ain't a good idea. But I'm not going to babble too long. I just wanted to come on here and say, hey, it's just me, 47 years and counting. One day I won't be here either. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy the time I have. I know there's a lot of negativity in the world. Push it aside. I try my best to, but sometimes it catches me. It gets me. But for the most part, I'm truly humble, truly blessed. I get to still be a man who has a woman who puts up with me. My beautiful children and their family as well. My mother, my brothers, my sisters, my aunt and uncles, extended family, everyone. Thank you so much for what you have done for me in my life. And I hope I've done something good for you as well. So, with that, we're going to put a nice little bow on it. And thank you guys for sitting in with me. 47 glorious years. We'll see how far this keep going. So if you made it this far and you liked it, believe me, this is a little different. This is just me on the mic babbling. A dope in front of a microphone. If you like the content, definitely hit the like button. Also, what would you tell your younger self? What would you tell your younger self? What advice would you give to your younger self? This should be interesting. If you could comment, please leave a comment. It will help me grow in these YouTube streets. Plus, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. No, 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 no. I'll ask you if you like this, check out some of my other videos. You know what? If you like 2 videos, check out a third, check out a fourth. And then, if you know you want to be part of the Inconspicuous Thoughts community, hit the subscribe button. Other than that, thank you for giving it a try, and you can move on and find a content creator that gives you what you need. Service. So with that, it's time for me to end with some positive motivation and good words for you. So, no matter what's ailing you in your life, always remember to be humble and kind because you have no idea what the person next to you is dealing with. So, to get love, you must spread love. That's all it takes. I put it to my heart, well, in this case, Larry of the Three Stooges. I point to the sky, thankful for what I have. And now I point to you, hoping and wishing the same for you. Love, baby. Ha ha. 47. Yeah. Sitting here with the gray beard. But I'm still cool. Yeah, man.